What is happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator Home Daily. I'm getting old. I can't keep doing that long one. Can't keep doing that long one. So I gotta say, excuse audio is being funky again. Don't know why. I've talked to production about that. They deal with that, not me. But anyway, I gotta say, today, before checking my emails, I plan to do just local stuff. Running with Bitterman, doing local, be back home later today, doing all that kind of stuff. Cool, blah, 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 blah. Cool. That was the plan. But, if you look at the screen now, this made me smile. And I'll give you two reasons why it made me smile. The first reason being, I think it was back December 2023 when I left my lease contract with Wichita Sky Harbor and all that. And the fact that almost 2 years later, 2 years, y'all, 2 years, they still reaching out to me because I did so well with them. Either that or they just swamped with loads and need drivers. But I'm going to believe it was because I was so good. Either way, though, it's a good feeling that they reached out to me after 2 years. Because I haven't been with them like I did it when I ran with Kansas. I've been running ever since. I keep saying I want to, but it hasn't happened yet. So the fact that they reached out to me for this, oh yeah, that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. And the second reason is, like I said, I've been meaning to get back over to Kansas. I just wanted to. Being over on the East Coast is so much more relaxing than the West Coast. Specifically speaking, pretty much California I love. Oregon and Washington. California, yeah. But I wanted to get back over to Kansas. I just hadn't yet. And it just like works out too well because it's like life's little nudge to say, hey, I'm going to get you over there. This is bound to happen at some point. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and email her back, let her know I'm good, let's set up for that. Then I'm gonna get a load. I'm gonna call up Bitterman, see if they can give me a special one to Kansas, that way I can get over there, link up with Sky Harbor, do all that, get the lease on everything, and go from there. So alright, let's start doing this email and getting stuff set up and all that. So let's go. Okay. Alright, all that's done, people, but still, I'm glad at least with Wichita Sky Harbor, they just said email her, so I emailed her back. She sent me back an email, and we're all good with that. It was calling up Bitterman that took a minute, but they found the load. I'm gonna go grab it now, so let's jump on inside here. Do that. I'm gonna make sure she's in neutral. There we go. Fire it up. And let the truck warm up for a little bit, because I've been off for like 2 weeks? No, a week and a half. Because legit, I don't know if you watched the one before this, but I didn't need to run at all for May. I just come out every now and then, keep the truck warming up. As a matter of fact, I think when we got 300 in the last episode, I don't even think I was running before that. 300 came, I was testing it, show y'all, and I think, what's today, Sunday? Yep, Sunday. I think Wednesday of this week, I got her sent over. No, she was already in the shop in LA. What did I do? I thought I did something with her. I had to go over there just do a few paperwork things. But yeah, so she's sitting down in the shop. And the fun part is, where's my paperwork while the truck warms up? I'll tell you. And originally, two folds with that too. Because I'll start with the first one. I got 300 originally for the dash. Well, apparently to upgrade the sleeper, I can't get that dash. I don't know, it's a thing. I don't know, maybe I looked at the wrong. No, I'm pretty sure it's a 300. But I can't get the dash I wanted. So at first I was like, well, bumper, I'm gonna sell this whole damn truck. But then after doing everything else as far as I wanted to do, like she's gonna have a nice paint job, rims, tires, all kinds of stuff. All of that together, I wrote it down. Cost, and this is including the price to buy the truck, $160,000. Which everyone's like, oh, that don't seem. Whereas I'm gonna show you why, and that's why I try and stick mainly with used trucks now. Let's go. No, I don't want truck manager. Where's truck dealer? Truck dealer. What is it? Truck. Oh, there. Truck dealers. Remember, that's a V&L Volvo 300. Okay, let's go to Volvos. And I said 160. Let's just say 170 to be decentish. So let's buy online. And I didn't even get the high rise like this. I got this option. So 164 brand new. So I'm still under what it would cost to get a brand new one. Clap on that. Thank you, because I'm still under by buying that used one. Now, granted, yeah, I think service for it would have been more if I had done the service for it too, like paying stuff. But I already planned to upgrade, take off stuff. So I'm like, well, why fix this when you're gonna replace it anyway, get new ones? So that saved me a little bit of money on that one. So that was a good deal right there. Good setup was the coolant. Yeah, I want to say she's about probably in the range I'm looking for. Oh yeah, she's perfect. 100. There you go. So alright, let's go pick her up. I think one day though, well, that's the fun too of also track IR too. Because when I'm not using it, the wheel works fine. Don't care. Don't need too much. But when I am using it like now, and the seat placement and everything, I can't see my suspension load, so I would get a new wheel. Actually, I might get a new wheel in general, because I think even when I not use track, I can't see the suspension load. And I mean, it's nothing major, just over time, you know. And if I get it, they put it on, I don't like it, I'll just say, hey, I don't want it, take it off. It takes like an hour or so to do it all, so. But yeah, let's go grab her. And I will say, I think I said this before, but I'll say it again. Oh, you a little far, X. I love the revamp to a certain extent where stuff is, because going down to Rail Export now is literally ton out here. Go down, pick it up. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. And that's partially too why I try and stay at the garage now instead of going to the house. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll Uber to the house. But I'm like, why parking? Now, don't get me wrong. If I was gonna be all like the original plan, all of May, I probably would have moved it to the house. I just haven't yet. But I'm like, if you stay at the garage, you're kind of in a good range to get to everywhere around. So, which is funny, because I think I showed in the last video, I may not have. I didn't even know coming out the garage going to Bitterman that way, you get a lot easier. So I just feel sitting in the garage, for me anyway, going to companies, picking up and everything, a little bit easier. Little bit easier. So then let's go and get this load. I'm not going to talk much in this episode, maybe just each start of the day, because that's my thing. Just let y'all know, hey, it's a new day, we're going to keep moving, stuff like that. But I'm not going to talk too much, because it's one of them good rides. You get to just enjoy the engine. I enjoy the drive and the ride and all that, so won't be talking too much. Better if I catch here, thank you. Get on over here. That's what I said. Yeah, I love picking up a Rail Export. Like it's like you come out the garage, go down a little. Right there. I did not know they freaking had Kenworth things. When did they come out that? I think I talked about that too. But yeah, when I was riding with my buddy not that long ago, we talking about it. And he said, yeah, I think they got them. I was like, oh shoot, I'm getting one. I think you turn here. Could be wrong. I don't want to miss the turn. So yes, yeah, thought so. Because I'm still used to a lot of the old, before the revamp, where Rail Export wasn't as big, you didn't have as many options. So I think I told y'all when the revamp came out, I'm going to be learning just like y'all learn. I'm sure most of y'all are probably ahead of me, because y'all do stuff. So right then and now, that's me. I take my time. And as you can see, I'm working out here. I ride, and I don't stay local too often. Try to, but... So I'm sure, like I said, y'all know more than me about the revamp of LA and Bakersfield and all that. But speaking of that, then I'll stop talking as much. I love the revamp in Bakersfield for the garage. If I could, I would move up to Bakersfield. I would. I ain't going to because I just got the house freaking back there. So I ain't going to, but I would because I love having a garage that has a gate behind it. That's the main reason I got the one in Arkansas. I loved it. It had the gate behind it. I think the Arkansas one also had a truck stop right in front of it, so it was real easy. So yeah, it's good. They doing a lot of blew the horn. Are y'all in a hurry? Dang. But yeah, they doing a lot of security checks in LA now. But I love the Bakersfield garage, just like the Arkansas one. Alright then, well, they said it was over here. They said it was ready already. I mean, besides the security check, I ain't stopping, bump y'all. Gotta do that if I'm gonna work. I don't want to do that here, like my real life job. Yeah. Alright, so they said it's ready. So where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah, I gotta talk. That's right. They said it's ready, but I still gotta talk to the people down here. Alright, so let's go talk to them and see what's going on with it. I don't know, I think that's it right there based on the what they show on the little app and all that. But you gotta love the app. I know I was complaining back in the day, but I'm just starting to get used to what you can't control and just taking easy when easy's an option, and it helps out in the long run, you know. Save a little time and even stuff like that. So let me go talk to him, see if it's ready, and go pick her up, because I honestly want to say right there is where she's at. So, but we'll know when we find out. So let's go in here and talk to her. I'll talk to them. I don't know if it's a woman or not. So alright, let's go. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell you? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying apps and internet and all that is 100% all the time. They can be wrong. But based on that, I figured this was it. And especially considering it's not that common of a load. Like, you don't see this that often. You do not see that often. So, and I'm glad Bitterman happened to find one, because, you know, they're a company like anybody else. They can't control what they have. So, swing that way. I will say I love track IR because it lets me get past the big behind smokestack on this, so that's a plus. But I feel like I'm off. Yeah, I'm off. And that's only because hold on, let me do this, because I'm so used to doing the flatbed. I don't fully know where the heck this thing links up, so let's see. Yeah, right on the edge of the thing. Alright, cool. So I'll get back inside. Alright, so that. Alright, and I think what I might do, I'm gonna do that now. Let me see. Should have checked that when I was up. Oh, you know what? We're still here. You're gonna do something, do it right. So I'm gonna check while I'm out here again to make sure the frame of the 12 versus the trailer, and yeah, I thought so. She's gonna be too high, I think. So let's go ahead and drop her a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get back inside here. Bam, bam. Don't you love video games? Let's see. Alright, go slow. Look to the left way. Come back a little bit. Yeah, she's still a little high, so that's fine then. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's try one more thing, because I don't think I'm off, so drop it down a lot, because I'm not used to dropping that low for anything. Alright, and like I always say, if you don't know, get out and look. Alright, I know why she's not sliding, because the kingpin's a little bit more to the that way, so I gotta squeeze over a little bit more this way. That's why I said get out and look, people. That is your 100 way to find out what's going on with the problem, usually when it comes to this type of stuff anyway. engine stuff. No, that's usually about that. Told you. Told you. Told you. But yeah, when I said engine stuff, it's one thing to look for this, but say there's like a sensor or something you can't see. I'm not even gonna go into that vent. Not even gonna go into that vent. Alright, pull the brake, get on out, lock her up. Raise her up a little bit while we're here. Yeah, because I had to drop a lot to get her to go under. So. Alright then, let's go ahead and look at the map. Excuse me, that was just nasty. Yeah, that's nasty. And yep, that's why I love going out to Kansas. It's once you get on 40, at least the way I go, and especially considering how I like to do it, you can jump up. Because I know some people, because I was talking to somebody the other day, they said they like to ride. How did he say? He likes to go, and I told him from the house too. So how did he say? Who was it? He said, oh yeah, he likes to get through ride a little bit above Texas, and then just ride it out through there and get over into Kansas that way. Hey, that's to each their own. You got no problem with it. And I got no problem too. I would do that if it wasn't for the fact that I just sometimes the freeway's a lot more freeing and I don't want to say easy, but just a smoother ride, if you will. Stop zooming in so much. But nope, that's where we're going to be going. That's where we're headed. And the plan for that, once we get over there, like I said, they don't need till Wednesday. So by Wednesday, I'll get over there. And then I think maybe, well, I'm going to call them up anyway when I get over there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get one load with that ain't what the requested me for, the engines and all that. I'd have to look it up to remember exactly. But do that, getting over here. And then from where's Wichita, Wichita Sky Harbor? Where is Wichita Sky Harbor? Oh, there it is, Global Sky. What is Global Sky? What's Wichita Sky Harbor? Wow, I'm gonna go there because they said that too. So maybe I'll just go with them. What? No, this gonna bug me now. Where's Wichita Sky Harbor? You know what I just thought of too? I think I'm thinking of the wrong Wichita. Oh, no, there it is. I about to say, you ain't gonna tell me. I only went and did it one time. Yeah, so it's Wichita Sky Harbor, and they're right next to each other. So maybe I'll just stick to the plan and go to Wichita. Wow. That word is gonna bug me. Wichita Sky Harbor. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna get that out. But yeah, I'll do that once I get over there. By the time I get over to 9 out of 10, I won't have that much time left, so I'll just go off duty. Go over there on my own time, you know, stuff like that. And now everybody fresh, ready to go, do what they need to do. Because I could get the load from there to go to there, but we'll play that. I'll just rather go and get fresh started. So, alright, then let me fill out this logbook, do all that, and we will get rolling. Morning, everybody. Morning. It's Monday morning, and I don't know what it was. I like when these times happen where it's like a domino effect of just good things. Like yesterday was the whole thing with Wichita, and we were heading over there, and all that. I talked about that yesterday. So let me go and jump inside. I walked inside to get me a little something to drink. But, what the heck? I don't know what. Alright, well, let me see what's going on with this, and I'll get back with y'all. Yep, just had to reset. It's funny when you jump from this to other stuff, it gets discombobulated, but don't matter. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Yeah. There we go. Let it warm up a little bit. So I was just saying, it's like a domino effect of good stuff is going on. First thing is, I'm just making sure I reset the trip. First thing was obviously the Wichita thing, because I love getting over to Kansas. I love doing that. That'd be awesome. Second thing is, last night when I was sleeping back there, it was comfy. I ain't gonna lie about that. I was doing little stuff, catching up on stuff, and I happened to see that my 2022 Kenworth I haven't used since last year. So with that, I'm actually debating. I might call them up today, have it delivered over to Kansas, so I can just switch into that for a while and run it. Because the thing with Wichita and everything, there's no length, time. You know, and I'll just fourth wall break it here, y'all. It's just a Steam event. It's just a Steam achievement. Anybody can do this. I love the story behind it, so I make up my own, so that and all that. But the bottom line is, there's no timing with it, nothing like that. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just local run around Kansas, get that whole thing done, over with, knocked out, then switch back into Brick here before headed back down home probably. But it just depends. I haven't fully decided how I want to run when I get over there. Just depends on, even though they say an abundance, we got a lot, you get over there and they cannot have that much, not be that great. Could have just got catfish. I don't know, but point is, so there's that. That's the second good domino effect. And the third one, which is kind of my fault, but I didn't check yesterday and it dawned on me last night when I was doing the logbook. Yeah, I'll just show you because it's going to be a nice day. World map, baby. 17 hours to get there. So let's just say we ran today of the full 10 and the 7 tomorrow. That's full 17. That's 17 hours. Cool. And mine is Monday. They don't need it until late Wednesday. So I am beyond good with time. I am great with time. And see, here's the thing why I always harp on that. If you're in the driver, you don't know, for one, you don't understand. And B, a lot of people who come out here just jumping and go. They don't realize how much SCS is giving you and all that, as far as timing and everything like that. And I'm not even going to go on that rant, but I love when loads like this happen where I'm not pressed. I got all the time in the world. Well, not all the time in the world, but like today, I'm going to run the full 10 hours just so tomorrow it can be down to 7. And I love that I'm in Arizona now and heading east, so I can just run. It'll be 75. It'll get a lot better. Traffic pending, of course, but so a lot of good stuff has happened and all of that. And I like how these are one of them situations as well where the episode writes itself. I didn't plan this. I didn't even know if I was going to do an episode. I thought it would just be another local thing yesterday. Then I got the email. Then I checked on my trucks last night, getting them up to date, because turns out I hadn't updated for Sophia or 300. They weren't in the system. And not to mention, I think I updated Bricks. No, not Brick. No, it was Brick. Brick was already there. So there's someone else out there. But I keep up on that stuff. I keep it up to date. Stuff like that. Because trust me, if I was to go through my phone and show you right now, some stuff is off. Not everything, but some stuff is. I keep up. It's just nice when that domino effect happens. And it's real nice when you appreciate it. A lot of people don't. They just say, oh, it's working good for me, I'm going to keep going. Whereas me, I appreciate that it's happening because it doesn't happen all the time. And trust me, I enjoy days like this when it does happen. So right now, she's nice, warmed up. I'm ready to go. Got me a little drinky drink. So let's get on down this road, baby. And I'm trying to get 11 hours a day, but I rarely ever do 11 hours. So 10 is my goal. 10 is my goal. And I don't know when Peterbilt or Freightliner parked next to me or whatever. My tug test, make sure she's locked, and let's roll. Let's roll. Pause. Yeah, like I said, you gotta learn to sit and enjoy moments and appreciate when good stuff happens and it falls like a domino. And I'll give you a little affirmation I said myself, and actually I learned this years ago. And a little thing you can tell yourself: what you put out is what you receive. Meaning, what you think is what you're gonna get. Meaning, the energy you throw out is the energy you will receive back most of the time. And I say that because remember we started out this morning, I was like, oh, the good domino thing, and that was actually from yesterday, and I believe that. I'm putting that energy out there, I'm saying it, I believe that. I believe that's what's happening. Worked out even great today. I got to stop at one of my favorite, I'm not like my favorite, but like one of my top 3 truck stops. I want to say all together or maybe just in New Mexico. But either way, I love when I get here. That's what you see. I'm sitting up in the seat now. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I haven't decided if I'm going to take my 30-minute break now or just take the whole freaking 2 hours here. Probably just 30 minutes, get on back down the road in a little while. But I'm just chilling, relaxing. And again, this wasn't planned. This just happened. Fell in line, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's just nice. And I'll be honest, I'll put it out there, if y'all drivers who do this ain't stopped over here in this truck stop, do it one time. Let me know what your thoughts is. Even you can comment, message, whatever, just let me know. Me personally, I love it. Great in and out. They always have some good food. I got me a little drinky drink right now, and for y'all who think I'm lying, see, the drink. So I got me a little drinky drink right now. Got a little snack. That's why I love. You can be honest. I always try to, when I can, slip through here if I'm going through New Mexico. If I can and I got time. Let me bring up the map so I can show y'all exactly where it's at. Yep, right outside of Albuquerque. Right outside of Albuquerque. Now I want to say the other one I like in here might be that one. I'm not sure. One of these days, I used to have them all written down. But I think one day, maybe after I get over here in Kansas, I'm going to start and handwrite them down, because I had them written down on emails, paper, and all that. You know how that stuff, not even paper, but just emails, and get lost. But just kill that all rant so I don't go on a long rant here. I'm telling y'all people, I say this all the time. I'll say it one more for you. You got to get from behind that wheel every now and then. Just enjoy all that's around. Look at my man. He joined it. He having a good old time. I thought, oh yeah, they're the women. They're still here. So I'm telling you, enjoy around you. I mean, get from behind that wheel every now and then. I'm telling you, there's so much more that's outside of that cab. Don't get me wrong, being behind the cab is great. I love it. We all know I love it. But when you get outside, sit in the seat right here and just have a good old time, I'm legit thinking about ordering off this menu right here. But either way, enjoy outside of that cab, man. I'm not lying. That's a whole nother level. Not even lying. What time is it? No one kill my time. So yeah, like I said, in like 15 minutes, I'm going to get back behind the wheel and on the road. But I'm so glad I got to stop here today. So glad. It is so nice. And it ain't raining. That's the plus side. It ain't raining. Ain't raining. Yeah. Morning. Morning. Yeah, I'm starting early, but there's a reason I'm starting for that. Because when I called last night, did I call? I don't remember. I did a lot last night. But yeah, I called. But it didn't dawn on me, and then just something was just, I don't know, just my head was like thinking about something. I called him up and said, "Hey, since this is a drop and hook, can I drop it if it's early, like a whole day early, because it's not due till tomorrow?" But I asked him, "Can I drop it today?" Well, actually, yesterday. I meant today, but either way, I'm going. But anyway, they were like, "Yeah, you can drop it. Just leave all the paperwork on the chair in the back. Walk in, get the bills signed, stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah." So I'm ready for that, which will be great for today. Jump inside here, fire it up. Yeah, and be great for today because after I get dropped this off, I can jump into the Tech KW because I got the email last night. It's finally over in Kansas, so I'll bobtail over there, jump in that, and get set up for that. It won't be in the video, but that is what the plan is. So yeah, so it'll be a good day today. A nice easy run too. Shoot, only what, like 6 miles or something like that. Let me see, navigation, bam. What the heck? 10? I thought it was 6. Huh. I guess I called. I'm still glad I called them. I guess I will be delivering on Wednesday then. I thought for sure I only had 6 left. Well, that shows what happens when you're tired and whatnot. But it's all good though. Like I say, it's all good, and thankfully this is highway all the way pretty much there, so, and thankfully it's not California, so we can get some speed, so we'll most likely be there by tonight. I'll just have to time it out right, because I thought I had 6 hours left. I must have been thinking something else. I don't know what happens when y'all get old. You get old and so much going around. That's why I'm gonna enjoy today too a little bit, because today I talked about this in another episode, I think about 2 years ago, talking about the feelings episode. Well, it's very relaxing when your mind ain't right, you ain't fully here, you just need that calmness, if you will. And being behind the wheel sometimes does do that for me, as well as I'm sure I've talked to other people that said it does it for them too. So I'm going to take advantage of that today and let that calmness and that zen, if you will, just set in as I drive down the road. So let this truck warm up. She should be getting there. She should. Yeah, okay, the coolant's warm, so that's good. That's good. Alright, I'm trying to think what else I gotta do. Check this logbook and then we'll get going here. Oh yeah, and that's the thing I want to say before I start. No track IR today, because I remember I was previewing this episode, because sometimes I do that, show people who want to see little clips of it beforehand, just get their ideas, stuff like that. They're like, yeah, I like track IR, but it's a little too, I'm like, but that's how it is in real life. But I can understand on the screen sometimes it can be a bit much. So no track IR today, just the fun and just basic, which is fine. Less work for me in a certain extent. I already do real life driving as it is, so less work in a sense. Alright, let me check this logbook, make sure it's up to date, and we will get rolling. 2, 1. I figured we stop up here, get some fuel, because I meant to last night, and when we got started this morning, I saw I needed it, but I don't know, my mind. That's what happens. Which is funny, I haven't even been walking that long. It's been, after just 3 days. I just getting old, I guess. Getting old, getting tired. I need a vacation. That's probably what the bottom line is. I just need a vacation. And I mean like a vacation where it's not just sitting around the house. Because, man, I was off, but I was just sitting around the house. So, and I don't care what you say. Young people, y'all may not know, but us older folks know. When you're around the house, there's still stuff to be done at the house that you need to do, between mowing grass, paying bills, taking out trash, all that stuff. So that's not really a vacation. Yeah, it's a vacation from doing this, but it's not a vacation per se. Like for me, when we get to go out in our camper, that's a vacation. I don't care what you say. That's a vacation. So, alright, they said fuel was over here, but I don't see it. I hope I ain't missed the daggone turn. Where the heck is the fuel? What the heck? Didn't it say fuel? Ah, that was clunky. That's a weird behind way of doing it. Alright, so we're going around. If I had known that, maybe I jumped off too soon. That might have been my fault. Well, good tidbit. Keep an eye and read those exits. Not everything is right next, apparently. But that's fine. That is okay. We will get over here, and I guess I'll let y'all ride with me, see where it's at. Cause I thought for sure it was like somewhere through here. Oh no, is that it? No, that's not it. Is it? Nope, we can't go in anyway, so I guess not. Alright, ain't no problem then. Swing up here, go down. So weird though. I think I know why, because I got off one exit too soon. One exit too soon. So in other words, y'all pay attention to the exits. Don't think just because it's the sign doesn't mean it's the next one coming up. It's okay. It happens, and it doesn't put us out of route or anything. You gotta love these GPSs. But it doesn't put us out of route or anything. As a matter of fact, I might head up. Oh, you know, they say if you don't know, get out and look. And for me in this situation, that means look at the paper map. Let's see. Yeah, just swing it on down. Okay. Yeah, because they said a fuel, but I guess they meant one more up. I got off too soon. So, hey, like I say, I like showing when I screw up to let anybody else know. And keep in mind if you out here driving. So, alright then, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. And we'll get fuel, and then we'll get back on the road. so nice to be in Kansas. It is. It's just a great feeling. Just a great feeling. Of course, I think I say that a lot anytime I get to get out of Cali and just head east. Nope. Only got like 163 miles to go. And she's coming up quick. So I said I knew we'd be over here. I don't know what the GPS was talking about. I think it took 10 hours to get over here, but I told you, interstate driving, traffic wasn't too bad. We weren't heavy. I knew we'd get over here today. But considering I have to do my log, because I think legally, logbook wise, I might still show it for tomorrow. So I may just drop tomorrow, sit at the Gark rail yard, or is it a rail yard? I think it is. Sit at the Gark yard, just take my tin there, do everything there, because I ain't in no rush to go nowhere. And then tomorrow I can start fresh, grab the 2022 Kenworth, because it's at my garage. I want to say the garage in Kansas City. I gotta check. This is why you write stuff down, people. It makes it so much easier. Well, jump into that, then go empty up to Wichita, and see if this whole "we need all these loads gone" is legit, or they were spitting some bull crap, which I can believe they were, but we'll see how it goes. And when I say spitting bull crap, I mean, yes, they may need it done, but what they are talking about versus what I'm thinking in my mind, two different things. That's why I'm going to be playing it out, how desperate, or not desperate, but how immediate these loads need to go based on how much I can get for that day and everything, tomorrow and everything. It's very similar to the whole Yoko thing I did. I think it was the start of last year. I think it was the start of last year, which I will always talk about that because that was just a hectic headache. That's what happens when you read too much into the whole, "oh, we need it right now, we need it, yeah." That's a common thing in the trucking industry. They make it sound all ooh and glamorous, and they need you right then and then when you get over there. And you might get lucky. I think that's how it worked for me too. I got lucky. I got one school bus hood, and then nothing else. And I sat for like 2 days or something like that. I don't know. Go back in the video, you'll see it. But yeah, that was. I will always talk about Yoko. Nothing wrong with them. It's one of those situations where it helps being a veteran and understanding what is on paper and what's read or what people can say may not always be the case, especially in the trucking industry. Kansas City, so nice. Scenic area. Shoot, if I had more time. Watch, I do have time. I didn't even think about it. I do have time. I could have stopped, but slipped my mind. I'm just giving y'all, for y'all like the engine, some good engine sounds that you hear and enjoy the ride. Because I know this video has been wonky. Well, not wonky, but I'm not lying. They are really starting to say stuff about when I do these long videos. Well, not long, but like long stretches of videos. So they've been not forcing, but recommending use the recording time. I better be better about that. So. And I did that for a little bit, but I'm like, you know what? People like hearing the engine and the purr of the engine, so y'all can hear that all the way till we drop. Oh, yeah, in a total, I think. The fun automatic stuff. Which I shouldn't use. I'm not a fan of all that stuff, but I've gotten used to it, and they start automatic, so I'm like, you know what, fine, end it automatic. So there we go. Which ain't too bad, $13. Don't let me over there, little U-Haul, thank you. Yeah, I forgot that too. I gotta do that. Yeah, and coming through Oklahoma, flipped around. Got another speeding ticket, but it's okay. It's okay. It just makes my insurance go up more. I gotta keep out. Part of the reason life, you gotta keep out sustaining, you know. I don't know what the heck he's doing up here. 20, I don't know, okay, he's a car in front of him. I'm about to say $20 if it's that Volvo right there. He don't know how to flick the shift gears, but it's not. It's that little Miata, not Miata, but what is it called? Looks like a Maserati almost. That's what it is. I don't think it is though. Yeah, let's see how much more time we got. Not that much, like 70-some miles. Yeah. So I was thinking about something, and it dawned on me. I don't think I told y'all the story about the Yeah, I didn't tell y'all about the story about the Volvo. Well, y'all saw me test drive it, right? Y'all saw me test drive it. So when I took it to the shop, I saw it was at the end of the one before this. I was showing them all I wanted and everything, and they said they'd get back to me with quotes and all that. So when was it? I think actually Monday of this week, yeah. They finally called up and gave me the quote and everything. Turns out the dash, which I originally looked for to begin with, is what I wanted, can't get with it. I don't know why. Maybe it was the 300 I bought. I haven't done everything like that. Different year, I don't know. I said I was going to look at that when I stopped. So I'm like, well, dang, the only reason I was really getting it was the dash on it. But I'm still doing all the work and everything because after all said and done, all the costs and everything, customized, doing everything I want to do. Like I said, new sleeper. I got the paper somewhere, but like new sleeper. I think I even put a new engine in it, new transmission, all that type of stuff. Still came out to be less than what it would be for a brand new truck. So in my mind, that's the main point. That's why I love used trucks when they're good anyway. When they're good, they require some work, obviously, but yeah, but it's just interesting. So I am going to stop and look when I get up here to see why that 300 can't get the dash. But you go back to another home day, I think it was, I couldn't tell you there's so many, which I'm very thankful for. Clap on that, thank you. Yes, that's what persistence does, people. That's why I'm loving I'm finally at that checkpoint where I can say, go back and look at this, you know. With some people, a lot of people actually can't say that. And that's fine, y'all do y'all. I can. And I can justify when I say stuff. And mine is a continual story. So when I say go back and look at the 300, which is why you saw in the video before this one, the 300 got bought, it all rolls in together, you know. Not like a good portion of drivers out here just come out and jump in. And yeah, it's a fun game, all that. But there's no, to me anyway, and like I always say, I like the story and the stuff, the deeper stuff behind it. There's no depth to it, nothing like that. What's the word I'm looking? Canon. Yeah, and the canon of all my home dailies, a lot of drivers don't have that, which I can understand. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I have some videos, like I think the Memorial Day stream I did. Yeah, that had nothing to do with home daily. It was just like, hey, trucking, here you go. Honor the veterans. Well, not honor, but yeah, I think honor. Yeah. Or memory. Either one. I just say honor because you should honor. Be thankful and all that. But anyway, that's not the point. That one was completely different from home daily. There's no canon to it, no nothing. It's pretty much just doing what this is, a game. But it's home daily. It don't get me wrong, it's a game too, but it has a canon, it has all kinds of stuff, and it's something that really could have no end to it, if you will. And we'll have all kinds of depth and make people want to see the next episode, the previous one, if you want to know why this and that. So it's a nice little segment I got here, I feel, anyway. And I've had, oh dude, Chuck, what the frick are you doing? Boy, you make me screw this up. Okay, go. You just, okay, you know what, you just can't even get a talk on you, don't know how to drive. Alright, go squeeze on by, because you do not know how to cut that trailer. Oh my goodness, you do not know how to cut that. Okay, there's no phone's behind me. Good lord. Okay, oh my goodness. And you got coils. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta help him. I gotta help them or them girl, I don't know, but I gotta help them because they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, no, like I said, just because you can hold the wheel, what the heck happened now? I don't. Oh my goodness, Kansas gets funky through here. There's nothing around. I don't even know what that was about, but you got me. Don't know, don't care. They didn't ticket me up to behind to begin with, so what's a little bit more? That's why I have business account to take all that crap from. But no, if you saw, I helped them out, like, cause I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and this is for anybody who doesn't understand why that driver should not have been in that lane to begin with. Well, technically speaking, I should have been in that lane too, but I knew I had the shoulder to pull on, so I was good for that. But where he was at, and trying to cut like that, he didn't cut right. I could have been, like, if I was in that lane, it would have been wider to cut, so, you know. Bottom line is, he just didn't know how to drive, so, well, let me phrase that. He knew how to, he just didn't understand that, but you saw I'm not that ignorant driver. I did help him out, got him on the way, we good to go, so that's all it was. I don't even know what I was talking about now. What were we talking about before he got us all discombobulated? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the home daily segments, and like I said, I just enjoy it because years down the road I can talk about this, which is, you just saw, legit truth. Some people just don't know how to swing it, which happens. Hell, I've been with people driving in here with me, everything else, that don't even know how to swing the truck a certain way. So, which I give props to SES, I do. They have those options where you can teleport and do all that to get out of tough situations, because not everybody knows how to get out of stuff like I do. So, hey, God, really? You couldn't give me 10 seconds and I had the light, but whatever. What is going on, people? Y'all are just being funky today. Y'all are being funky. That's alright, though. That's alright. Let's see, just make sure there's not a crash or nothing. No. What is he doing? Y'all are just... Because Kansas right now is just like, I'm tired, I don't want to be doing out here, I don't want to be out here, which I get. I think that's all of America half the time. Nobody wants to be going to work doing what they got to do, but we got to do it, people. We have to do it if we want what we have and what we're working for. So, hey, good old Gark. Good old Gark. And I'm glad I always remember, well, it is this one. I always remember coming in through this and not the other side. Because I remember the first time ever that confused me so bad, and I think the second time I did, it was in another video, I almost did it again. So I'm glad I picked it. You learn as you go, and that's why I try and record so much when I screw up crap, to show I've learned from it. That's why I love all my buddies. Talk about how I'm like a little Tony Stark, which is true. I learn from my mistakes. And that is the truth. I learn from my mistakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all do, but I really learn from my mistakes and advance from it. So, alright, do the security check. Again, I'm not wanting for no warrants or nothing. I'm not Diddy, so we should be fine. It's so good. I should make another feelings episode. They're always there. You just have to look for them. It's so good when you finally get to the end of your run. It's so nice. It's a good feeling. And in this situation, I don't think it'll be a hardback. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so don't think it will though. Might have the blind side though, but don't think it'll be a hard one. It won't be too bad though, because what I'm gonna do, you could blindside that. I think I see it one time and I did it, but I learned a good majority of the time they have all these slots open down here that you can swing around. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I don't think these are invisible walls through here, so I'm gonna swing around so I don't have to blindside. There we go. Nice and simple. There we go. Turn this on. Turn my lights on. There we go. And turn my four ways on. So I'm getting ready to start backing. So, and like I said many times, now I don't have to blindside it. Will be a little tight, but that's okay. We'll get it in there. There we go. Hey, let's get her in here. Hey, a little too tight. Oh, what the? There we go. As I told y'all, she should be tight. I know I could get her in here. That's real tight. Ah, there we go. Good there. Like I always say, people, don't be in a rush. Everyone's always in a rush. And like I said one time before, where the heck are you in a rush to? Where are you going? And it didn't matter. I told myself one time years ago, many years ago, if you're already late, you're already late. So you can't even, I mean, you can be more late, but like this, if you're late, you're late. I mean, that's just how it is at that point. So don't be in a rush. Try and make up time, you know. Alright, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There we go. There we go. I'm going to have to pull it one more time because I don't like how close I am on that side. No, I'm not exactly where I want to be. So, there we go. Feel my steering turn today. Why is this clutch being so funky? There you go. Alright, swing back. There we go. Might get out here and look in a second too, just see how much space I have. Oh, I'm good. I ain't gonna do that now. I'm good. There we go. Told y'all. Told y'all. There we go. There we go. And let's see, I guess, since we still here before I end the video, let's just see if I'm gonna be dropping it today. No, I ain't dropping it today. I can already tell. Cause it's freaking, cause my logbook's gonna say like 5:30 we got here. So let's see, bam, bam. Doing my logbook now. So bam, bam, bam. Oh, that's beautiful. I told y'all we'd be freaking close. I told y'all we'd be pretty. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot this and throw it on the screen just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Like legit, we are 12. No, my bad. Sorry. 10.75, 10.75, no, 10.75 hours is what we're doing for the day, which is only 0.25, under the 11 hours law, so that's beautiful. That's why I said I knew we'd get here, but I knew it would be a little tight. So, but that is beautiful, and it is 6, right? Make sure I ain't reading this thing wrong. Yeah, I thought so. And then 5, then 6, then 5:30, all that. Even I'm not gonna do all that, but I know driving wise we're good and legal. So alright then. Well, thanks for riding with me. Like I said, now the plan is we're gonna show y'all the paper map. Well, right now we're gonna sit. Actually, no, I am gonna drop it today because I can show how legal we got here. So we're gonna drop it today. And then because we're good and legal, why the heck does it have, I'm not even going to question this. So, let's see. Oh, since we're in the paper map, let's check all the computer crap. Garage manager. I'm just making sure I did have a Kansas City. Yep, Kansas City right there. What the frick? Where's 22? They said they brought it over. Ah, crap. I hope they did not take it to the wrong freaking Kansas City. I'll deal with that in a second. I'll deal with that in a minute. But, no, now we're just going to bobtail over to Kansas City so I can switch into 2022 Kenworth. And from there, where is this? I saw it the other day. Wichita. I wrote it down. I don't remember exactly where it was. And I'm not going to waste y'all's time trying to find it. So here's what we're going to do then. I'll show y'all another thing. And for y'all who don't know, navigation world map. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. What am I looking for here? Jobs, freight market. Let's see. Wichita. Am I doing this right? I think I'm doing. Oh no, there it is. Wichita Sky Hub. I thought so. That's what I was looking for. So Wichita Sky, and I thought it was in. It's in. Well, dumbass X. Wichita. That shows I'm tired. But okay then. Well, that's where we'll be going then. Head on down to Wichita. I don't know why I'm going to Kansas City for the truck. Then I'm headed down to Wichita. Where is it? It seems so far off though. Where is Wichita? Wow. I can't find it. I can't even find Wichita. Oh, here it is. I'm on the edge of Kansas. That's why. So I'll bobtail down to Wichita, which I shouldn't. Well, actually, let me just see something. Going to Wichita Sky Harbor would be 400 miles. So yeah, I'm not trying to bobtail that far, burn up that much fuel. And that's from here to go to Kansas City by another. So I'm not doing that. So 9 out of 10, what I'm gonna do now is find a load going to Wichita, because I thought it was like 2 hours, maybe like 150, which I ain't a fan of doing that either. But I would in this situation, but not no freaking 400. You out your freaking mind. So, then I'm gonna stop rambling now and go ahead and finish up this logbook, drop this trailer, get my money. Yes. And I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Thanks for riding with me these last few days. Like I said, I love these type multiple days when I get to record and all like that, because you see there's a lot more that goes into it, and instead of just jumping in and going. Like, there's so many moments in this one. I can't count them all. I couldn't even name them all, but there are some. Alright then, thanks for riding with me in this episode, and I will holler at y'all on the next one.